Hello and welcome to Fantasy Take TV's round 12 trades video. We'll also go over the Sunday teams, important in one of those, so we'll go over that. So we'll reveal our trades shortly. So Eno, show us what we got for the teams.
For the teams, I thought I'd quickly run over this as well, just because Geelong have had a laid out with College Jasny, or how you want to say it, but they haven't. We don't know yet who's going to be in from their emergencies, so there might be a bit of a shift there. Like if they bring in another mid like Narkle or something and make a move, it's going to hurt Stevens that even more. So that's a bit annoying for me, but and anyone who has him. But yeah, we don't know that till I think an hour before the game. So keep an eye out for that. Patrick Parnell, everyone knows, I think is in as a defender rookie, but middle buy, so it's not that helpful. Jump in, boys, if you think there's anything else to talk about.
Just on Kolodajny, is that going to affect Stewart or Duncan?
I think Duncan might go back, is what it would be. But
we saw some of his better scoring was behind the ball, right? So
yeah, and they don't have any defenders on that emergency list, so it's probably got to be a shift around.
Yeah, it's not like you bring him into it though. So yeah,
no.
Okay.
And then the big one George was talking about is Lloyd Meek is in, which when he was named last night, I was probably like, yeah, he's going to be in because Tabs is out, and they don't have Jai Miss, who was that first year forward who played that one game against North, but he's out for the season with a kidney, I think. So yeah, they would have to bring some tall in, or else they really got no one else. So Meek's playing. It'll lead into Darcy's ruck time a bit, so probably lowers his ceiling for this game, but I think Tabs is listed as it was a test, so like hopefully he's back next week for Darcy owners.
So was Darcy in either of your captaincy plans?
Possibly as the backup, but he won't be now. He won't be now.
No.
Okay.
No, I mean, I think like the two hardest rucks to score against this year, at least from a fantasy perspective, I assume it carries to Supercoach, has been the D's and the Lions, the first and second hardest. So I was never really considering McInerney, even though Darcy breaks the mold. But definitely not the case with Meek out. But I wouldn't worry as a Darcy owner, even if you were going to trade him in. I mean, it's clearly just a 1 week thing for Taberner, and he's come in to play that forward role. He's not going to be eating a huge amount of ruck time. So yeah, probably limits his ceiling a little bit, but it's not a concern going forward for me.
And I think even Lions haven't been too great defensively of late, so he could even kick a couple goals if he spends a bit of time down there as like one of the main targets. So, all right, JD, we'll get into your team quickly because we were on the phone down in Melbourne this week. So just verbally going to run us through it.
Yeah, that's right. No, I've actually protested putting my team up on screen ever again after the Hayes mistake. I've decided I'm never doing that. I'm never doing a live demo again because it's just mudded me for a year. This is a write-off because of that one incident. So, so I was originally planning no trades this week, but which would have left me with 19 playing this week and then 16 playing next week. But George has bullied me into moving on Zorko this week. So I'm going Zorko to English. I do want English, so I don't know. I feel like he's pushed me a little bit, but I was kind of all ready to jump on English if given a good enough excuse. So yeah, Zorko will be out for English. And then Carroll, who is so unlikely to be named post-buy, is going to be out for Owen. I think Owen's pretty likely to play the middle buy, which is the one that I need. So that sets me up for 19 this week and then 15 next week before buys, which is not something I'd normally recommend. You'd want to be definitely fielding 19 or 20. But for English, I guess we're breaking the rules this week and hoping that I can make 3 trades happen next week to get to 18 and hopefully avoid much carnage. Probably need a little bit of luck to go my way. Otherwise, it's probably pretty likely I'm fielding just the 17 next week.
So why are you trading Zorko? Why have you lost faith in him?
Because you bullied me into you.
George just wants to hear it.
No, I haven't.
I want to hear your take on it.
So I haven't lost that much faith in him. I think he can bounce back. It's just that he's not going to be a top 6 defender or even really close. And like after bringing in Sinclair, if Zorko's my D6, I'm missing out on both Sicily and Stewart, which are pretty big misses. So I think getting rid of Zorko at some point and upgrading him to a Stewart or a Sicily for the back end of the year would have already been, or even a Doherty would have already been one of my trade plans anyway. So moving him on early before he's going to lose a bunch of cash to someone like English who's on the way up. Yes, it gives me a buy for a worse buy, middle buy, and I risk potentially copying a 0, but hopefully I get a good enough team at the back end of the year that it makes up for any potential point lost during that middle buy.
Okay. So how many are you fielding this week and next week?
So
you said
19
this week.
19
Yeah.
this week, 15 next week before trades, but I'm planning to do 3 trades to get up to 18.
Yeah.
But I've got to hopefully, like, rookies have got to go my way. So things like Durden needs to play, Owens needs to play. We're going to need to have a downgrade option like a Ware or someone like that next week that I can actually bring in. I think I might need 2 rookies next week actually to bring in. So there's a few things kind of have to happen to go away. But I haven't done things like include Hamilton, for example, who's on my bench. Yeah. Actually, what am I doing 3 trades this week? Because I'm sure I did Hayes to Teakle as well. I actually need to check my trades. I don't know if it's going to disconnect from off my phone. I have a feeling I just did that in fantasy. No, never mind. It's just Carroll.
He switched.
No. It's because
Confused.
like in that format I've got Gawn Darcy, right, and then English as well. And so this may apply to people in Supercoach. But in the final buy, you can bring on Hayes. Or if you had Teakle, you can swap English in there. And so you're still only having 1 playing anyway. And if you had enough people on your forward bench, so you had 7 and someone was going to sit anyway, you can kind of just get a player on there and you can access Hayes' money. So if you've got. So, but it's a very niche situation because you have to have 7 available with English in the forward line and then
And
having
Darcy. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Actually, I don't even know if it necessarily requires Gawn Darcy. It could be with Wits and Darcy as well. But anyway, it's quite a niche situation. It is one to consider though if you do have that combination where you're going to have 7 available in your forward line, and you've got English there, plan to have English there. You can get rid of Hayes for a Teakle now, access that money. Or actually, no. The reason why it works with Gawn and Darcy is because for the middle buy, you don't have anyone missing, so he'd be on your bench anyway. Where if you had Wits, then you actually need him for the middle buy because Wits is sitting out. So, it only works if you've got Gawn Darcy in your Brucks and English in your forward line, and you're going to have 7 available in the last buy, then you can do that. Cool move, but for everyone else, bad luck.
I think I'll do that in round 14 because I need him for 13.
Yeah, I'm the same as you, George. I need him for 13. So
my plans. Yep. Hayes to take the last one.
So my trades this week, I'm trading Owens in for Durden. I don't love this because I kind of need Durden for next round, but I figure I should be able to field 19 next round. We'll see. Bring in Owens. I think they started in the centre bounce last week, played really well. Was in for Billings basically. I know they got Hunter Clark to come back in and somebody else who escapes me, but I just don't think you can drop a rookie after that performance. Yeah. And I think there's other players that can go out for him first.
Windhay goes out for this one.
I think Windhay goes out before Owens. So I just need him for that buy. Like, I don't need his money afterward. Like, maybe he's a loop after, but Owens later in the season when Steele comes back. But yeah, I'm happy to do that trade. Durden doesn't have much more cash to make. And then I'm doing Heaney out for English. So the past few weeks, am I getting rid of Butters? Am I getting rid of Cogs? And then Heaney kind of crept up into that bracket, and now I think he's dropped below them. Just not loving what I'm seeing from Isaac so far. But yeah,
and the buys help too because you're swapping it by the same buy player, so you really need Butters and Cogs next week. So it just makes sense.
He's killing me in fantasy. He's averaged 70 over 6 weeks. My biggest observation is in transition, like Heaney would get on his bike, like when this is off the ball, and he'd like sprint all the way the other way just to get the ball. And how many times early in the year did he get? Was he able to take marks forward of the ball, kick goals, just because of how hard he's working? I feel like he's not transitioning as quickly as he was just on the eye. So he's either staying deeper or he's not getting ahead of the ball as quick as he used to be. So I think the work rate's gone down, which is a bit concerning. I don't know if you saw or anything, but look, I still think he's fine to hold. I still think he'll be decent post-buy after he gets a spell. I just think the forward quality is far too good at the moment. Yeah. And I think not having English could be problematic. And he's going down. English is skyrocketing, basically. So that's that trade.
Just quickly on Heaney. So rest in peace, F1 joke, 2022, 2023, hardly knew thee. Secondly, I'd love for the podcast update this week to get a tally on how many times Heaney has come in and out of your side over the last few years. I'd love to get
Someone can go
But
through it, surely.
But finally, I think on Heaney, like we've seen what you expect to see from Heaney across the course of a year. So he's had incredible highs where we've seen the best of him play. And then we've also seen the lows or inconsistencies you can get. And we've just kind of had them in two troughs where he started out really strong and then he's gone really poorly. I somewhat expect after the bye we'll get kind of scatterings of games where he'll have like one up, one down, or a few up or a few down. And that'll kind of like consistent out rather than big long patches. So like, I don't think he's the worst hold, but to your point, George, like with just Baz and Bont coming online in the forwards, he is going to start leaking, I think, 10 to 15 points over some of the other options, which is a bit scary. So, yeah, it's unfortunate for him to be a trade, but totally get why you're moving on to English.
Yeah. So in the preseason, I've picked him, floor around the 90s if he plays forward, upside if he plays mid. Mid time has disappeared. Did play a bit last week, but other than that, CBAs have been atrocious. So is what it is. But to my buy round. So I've got 9 trades left. Obviously, that's horrendous. Well aware of that. But I will be able to finish a team with 5 trades left if I go for Zach Merritt. But I'm going to go for 4 and get a better mid because I'm greedy. So my buys. So this week I have, I believe, 19. One missing here, another one missing here. Actually, no, it's 20. Yeah, I have 20 playing this week.
You're missing 3, so you've got 19.
It's 19.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I can't count.
You should have 20 if Thompson didn't get injured, but
yes.
we both got unlucky on that one.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So 19. Who's going to drop off here? It's Thompson or Buku, whoever that was, probably would be the one that drops off anyway.
And McDonald
not dropping off. No, he's
that's going to be top 40.
McComb.
Maybe Jack Crisp. I don't know. We'll see.
You wish, buddy. All right. So that's that buy round. So I feel comfortable with this. It means that I should be well set up for the next 2. I have fielding only 19 this week. And then this round is currently 17 with no wear. So 18 with wear. McCartan will get to Sinclair. So that'll be 19 with wear. And then McComb down, if I can get a playing rookie, that'll go to 20. If not, I have to go for a non-playing rookie, which I don't think I can even possibly do.
Sam Durden, if he plays for Colton, you might not.
No, I don't have room because I'm locked. So I'll need to find someone. I might even go early on Jai Colley or something. We'll see the commentary that comes up, but hopefully there is a rookie available because obviously Owens is the one you want to go to, but I'm cashing in early to get English over Heaney this week because it's going to be incredibly difficult. If I don't do it now, well, it's going to cost me an extra 50K and then another 20, 30K the way things are going. So I figure just do that now.
No, you're chilling. Your buy structure looks all right. I think, you're looking in a pretty good spot.
Yeah. So I think that's that's pretty much it from me. So maybe go to you,
Yep. No worries. I mean, I don't need to speak too much more on mine. They're pretty much exactly the same as you, except Carroll is going out instead of Durden. So, like JD said at the start, I just don't envisage Carroll getting a game next week. Could burn me if he does somehow. But again, he's probably not going to be scoring much anyway. So, the only reason it would burn me is if, we had some carnage and I needed an 18th player and he would be it, then it'd probably suck. But, Owens should hold for next week at least. And then after that, look, it doesn't even really matter. So welcome back to the side, mate.
All right, ready? This is going to be the exact way that the Supercoach gods screw us.
Yeah, he won't play.
Be Crip, health and safety protocols, and Carroll's going to come in and take his spot. And that's how we're going to miss out on an 18th player.
Oh, God. Oh, if that happens. I have... I'll quickly click this to show it better. But Thompson doesn't count, of course. So probably just move him off. So it doesn't confuse me like it actually did on my video. So I've got 20 this week. So should hopefully go okay. You'd expect probably a Curtis and probably Stevens to fall off from all these players. I don't think Cooper will go that well tonight. Funnily, I've got 8 players tonight, I think. So that's over. That's like 2/5 of my team or something. So I'll know tonight when I go to bed how I'm going this round. So that's could be a good thing and a bad thing. But for next week, I'm looking not too bad. So I believe it's 17 before trade. So I will hopefully get 2 players in. DeConning will be going out, and McComb, and that'll be a rookie. Like maybe it will be Sam Durden if he comes in for Carlton, and then maybe a premium like Zach Merritt. So in 2 trades, I can get probably Merritt or Doherty around there. I'm probably priced out of Sinclair with only doing 2 trades, which is a bit annoying. So to get like a Sinclair or even a Parrish or Walsh, I'd have to make a 3rd trade and trade someone like Greg Clark early or Stevens or something to get that extra money if there was another rookie available. So maybe that's on the cards, but obviously that puts you down an extra trade as well. So something I'll just assess next week. Hopefully DeConning and McComb score as much as I can for a parting gift and get me as much money as I can for next week. So we'll see. And then I think, round 14 doesn't really need to be spoken about too much. Everyone should be right for that. So, there's nothing really else to talk about. Just Heaney, he's gone for English, and that's, I think, a pretty common move, I think, across the board, because it is swapping that same buy-around player. So it doesn't hurt your buys further than it would, or it obviously doesn't help you, but you just get in a must-have premium, I think, who's going to be, he could be top of 2 positions, come the end of the season, which is crazy to say. So, VC is straight on as well. Is it VC on for all you boys?
Yeah, I think I'm going English into Witch this week, I think.
Yep.
Oh, I really want a VC Dunks. I think Crows beat up Geelong midfield. We lost the game, but contested ball and clearances, we beat them quite easily.
Yeah.
I feel like Dunkley can do the same, but although he will be there, he'll get his full time as well.
I'm just worried about how much time he's playing him forward at the moment.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. If Stanley's out, I think Mitch Cleary said there's a watch on Stanley because of his ankle last week, and they've done something funky with emergencies as usual. So will probably happen now. I don't know, given how close it is, but we'll see how that plays out over the. Actually, no, Geelong don't announce till 30 minutes before, so we got a bit of time. I think I'll just go. I'll go with the pack English into lead. A lead for me is pretty free against West Coast, and a few players out this week. Less options.
I mean, it's interesting because if you had Laird, I'd almost be tempted to VC him and find someone else to captain.
Yeah.
Just because, I don't want to be tricked. So my threshold for a captain scores is probably quite low. I think I'm probably dropping it to a 115 or 120 because I don't love any of the captain options. It's just not a great week. But if I had Laird, it's a little bit trickier. Yeah, I don't know. I'd almost be tempted to find a way just to.
If English went 130, realistically, how much better could Laird go? And I know there's probably been
3 instances this season. 130.
I'll take and run 130s. The thing is,
you say that though. You're always tempted, George. I know you are.
I've been burnt too many times.
It's because of the Neil 190 and the Clary 180 that it's already fresh in the mind of it happening twise this season.
Laird can go that big. I would have said the Jaws. 170.
He had a 180 last year.
So. Plans really badly. It'd be really bad if you. I actually need him to stay low this week if I can get him.
Yeah.
Well, the problem with that is if I don't do my VC tonight and I VC Laird, well, my options are. Well, I don't like Oliver against Mills and Rowbottom who do defensive stuff sometimes, and I don't like. They've already said they want to put time into Neil, and poor Lockie Neil. He cops this every single week. I can't believe it. And remember, Bont last year didn't cop it a single time. So we'll move on from that. But I think I'll still go for a Dogs into lead, and I'll just take a 125. I think my threshold this week will be 120, 125, I think.
Thing with Laird, it's different to Clary and others. He's he's lower owned, so it won't feel as bad. You'll still if you get a big score from him, you'll still be like, sweet, that'll boost you in the ranks. It won't be like, oh crap, I missed a nil, or Oliver 170 and half the comp hasn't captained. It won't be as bad, but I'm looking forward to that because I don't own anyone there.
Lower threshold for vice captaincy this week for me. I think a 115 is probably the line. I don't love anyone else to easily beat that.
Yeah, actually, I'll say 120 this week. That's been about my line all year. 115.
If it was 119, he's not going to take it. I love how we do this, but
so if I had Laird C though, I think it would still be 125. Right, it's just I don't have anyone else easily seeing a 125 average against their opposition this week. So I don't know for George. I think for you it can be a bit higher, but for me, like I'm taking 115, which is why I think English is probably like my best vice captain option as well. Like he's probably been the most consistent of the dogs with his scoring. Really, if you actually look at it, McRae hasn't been as good. Dunkley's up and down. He's like good variance. Yeah, but yeah, I don't know. That's tough. But where do you sit, Eno? What's your line this week for captaincy?
It was English into. I have Clary. I'd still back Clary into like not go sub ton as a captain. I know he can sometimes, but yeah, it is not. It's not easy. It was probably going to be Darcy on the Sunday, but now with Meek, I'll probably stay away. So Took's there, like Took's sitting there against North, and it's like we should be thinking about him as an option, but we're just so scared of his. He's had really down games, like 2 or 3 of them, which is just weird. But I don't know. I'd be hard to go past Took.
Would you consider going against Laddams?
No.
No, okay.
I don't.
I haven't thought about it a lot, but when he showed a bit of form last week, and Laddams is Laddams.
Yeah.
I don't trust.
Hopefully we
Gawn
take
at
the
moment.
VC tonight and don't have to think about it.
Yep. All right. I think we'll wrap it up.
Yep.
So yeah, those are our trades and captains and whatnot. Thanks for watching, and yeah, good luck this weekend. We'll see you guys soon.
Peace.